How to use CJ Dropshipping on Shopify tutorial, CJ Dropshipping Shopify. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing great and are having an amazing and absolutely incredible day. In this video, we're going to be talking in great detail and depth about CJ Dropshipping and how you can actually dropship any type of variation of products onto your Shopify. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So to start things off, obviously, first of all, you're going to come over to your Shopify. And once we are into our Shopify, what we're going to do over here is we're going to go ahead into our applications. So our applications are right here. So we're going to go into all recommended apps. We're going to go into Shopify App Store. Now, obviously, originally it does show you dropshipping over here, right? Because CJ Dropshipping is a pretty well-known app for Shopify. But yeah, here you can see dropshipping again. You can search it up if you want to, but I'm just going to click on it over here. And now you have CJ Dropshipping written. You're just going to simply click on install. And what this will do is it will actually take you to CJ Dropshipping, where it's going to ask you to connect an account. If you don't have a CJ Dropshipping account, do not worry. You can simply create one and then cross-connect it. Now, we're going to click on install app over here. And once you click on install app, it's going to install CJ Dropshipping into your store. So I'm just going to wait for it to load things up. And now, as you can see, it takes you to your Shopify. So here it says log in and authorize. Now, if you don't have an account, again, do not worry. Simply click on register here. And once you click on register here, it takes you to the whole registration process. So I'm just going to wait for it to load up. So here we have it. Now, your basic sign up page, email, password, and confirm password. So I'm going to enter the email. I'm going to enter the password. Okay. And once you've entered your email and password, just re-enter those things. And it should be pretty basic, pretty easy stuff. Then moving on, obviously, as you go more in depth with these things, you will realize and find out that when it comes to drop shipping, you mostly go with products that are a niche or have a good niche. Now, what is niche? Niche is basically your category, right? So I'm going to tell you about it in great detail. So do not worry. So again, let me just add the necessary details. And obviously, you are going to want to decide whatever type of niche you want to go with, because the niche you choose, it needs to be in nowadays, because let's say it's winter, right? So a lot of people will be into winter clothing. They'll want to buy all these winter things and all the, necessities for winter. So just add a username for yourself, add a phone number, add first name, last name, and then finally click on confirm. And once you do that, it brings you here. So user questionnaire. To offer better service, which platform are you running your store on now? Now, obviously go with whatever you're doing. So I'm going to go with Shopify. We're going to click on submit. Then we're going to come down. How many orders do you process per day? Obviously, tell them the truth. If you're just starting off, you can tell them that. If you get these much orders, tell them that. I'm going to go with I'm starting my business. What categories of products do you mainly market? This is also a pretty important and essential question, because this is basically the niche that I was talking about, the categories, right? So go ahead and input a category that you mainly market, or, essentially want to market. Because if you want to market, like, obviously, I know a lot of people would be wanting to market, let's say art. Someone would want to sell art and consumers and all. But obviously, I said go with a good niche because it just gets you more money. So I would go with a niche like men's clothing, because come on, who doesn't buy clothing? Every single day there's some purchases for clothes going off. So yeah, I would definitely go with clothing. Now, once you go with clothing, what you're going to do over here is it's going to give you all these prompts. So just skip through these. And here it says authorization successful. So basically, you've just connected your CJ dropshipping to Shopify. And to obviously cross check that, you can go into My CJ up here. And once you come into My CJ, what's going to happen over here is it's just going to load things up. I'm just going to wait for it to do that. And yeah, it brings you here. So over here, again, we're just going to scroll down. Okay. And it's going to give you store authorization. you're going to go into the store you want to authorize. Let's say I'm going to go on Shopify. And as we can see, my store is already connected and activated, so pretty cool, right? Now, once you've done this, you're going to come over to your dropshipping dashboard. And once we're in our dropshipping dashboard, what's going to happen over there is we're going to, find a lot of things that we could potentially want to dropship and, any other things. So let's say in this case, I'm going to go with any type of men's clothing because, as I said, right now it's winters, so men's clothing would be a niche that would be totally in. So definitely go with that. Or you could go with consumer electronics like heaters or warmers or something like that. Because as I said, it's the winters, people need to stay warm, etc. So here we can see it, things are loaded up and we can start getting, American jackets, we can see hoodies and all. So let's go with something pretty common. Let's go with a hoodie, okay? And let's go with this sweater. So to add a product, you're simply going to click on list. So again, same with this, click on list. It takes you to a new tab. Now this is the listing tab, okay? And in the listing tab, obviously, as it says, you are going to be listing your products. So I'm just going to wait for it to load up. Now, as it loads up, it gives you different variations of the products. It gives you different details. So, ship from, ship to, shipping method. You're going to need to choose all of these things. And then there's product type, where you can add, whatever product type you have. So you can have a template of the products, choose the store as your vendor or whatever you want to choose as your vendor. Then you have the bulk products. Now you can keep, these are obviously variants in different sizes and colors. You can choose your prices for different variants. But if you want to go with the recommended pricings, you could just go with the recommended listing pricings. But you can make changes of them if you want some profit to your hand as well. So once you do that, finally click on list it now. And once we click on listed now, it says listing is in progress. You may check the listing status and on listing. So we just get straight into the listing process. And once the listing is done, you're going to be able to see the product into your Shopify's product section over here. Okay. And as I said, it's pretty incredible how quickly CJ Dropshipping does things for you. And obviously, you can fulfill your orders as well straight from CJ Dropshipping. Pretty incredible, pretty fast, pretty normal working of how all these things go ahead with each other. So as we can see, listing is in progress. I'm just going to wait for the listing to finally load up. And once the listings have fully ended, there we go, listed successfully. So we're going to simply come here. We're going to go over to our products. And as you can see, we just listed the product. It's going to give us all the images, all the descriptions, all the variants, and we are good to go. So yeah, that is how you are going to be using CJ Dropshipping with your Shopify. Thank you for watching, and I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye.